Hello students, warm welcome to this session, wonderful session, and really in this we have to say that different examples of phylum Platyhelminthes, phylum 𝕐𝕆𝕆 and phylum Annelida, and definitely we have to discuss different characters, silent features of these phylum. This is part 3, lesson 4, that is Animal Kingdom, unit 1, that is diversity in living world. As you see that we have started discussing characters of different phyla, phylum Porifera, phylum Coelenterata, and phylum Ctenophora already we have discussed. In this part we have to discuss phylum Platyhelminthes, phylum that is 𝕐𝕆𝕆, and then we will discuss in the last that is phylum Annelida. So this is phylum Platyhelminthes. Phylum Platyhelminthes, the body is flat, just like a leaf this is. That's why known as flatworm. Important question for NEET. Flatworm, they belong to phylum Platyhelminthes, right? Because these are flat, the body is dorsoventral. You can see your palm. The upper side of the palm is dorsal side, lower side of the palm is ventral one. The body is dorso-ventrally flat. That's why these are known as flatworm. I repeat, important question for NEET examination. Why known as flatworm? And the example of flatworm they belong to, that is phylum Platyhelminthes. Is it right? Again, very important point. The first point, very important one. The second one, mostly are endoparasite. Remember, mostly, not all. All members of Platyhelminthes are endoparasite. This is wrong. Mostly these are endoparasite, but a few member, these are, that is free living also. Endoparasite found in plants, found in animals, even in case of human being. Oh my God. You know, liver fluke, you know, tapeworm, they used to live in our intestine. These are endoparasite in our body. That may be inside your body, maybe inside my body also, right? Then flatworm, these are bilateral symmetries there. Triploblastic, you see, first phylum which is having triploblastic. Then coelom is absent, and the animals, they have organ level of organization, organ level, third level of organization. Do you remember? The first level is that one is that is cellular level, is it? The second level is that was tissue level, which was found in case of cnidarians, and this is the third level of body organization, that is organs have been formed, different tissue, they have been united to make this organ. Is it right? Organ level of organization. Now the hook and suckers are present in parasitic forms. Very important one. Hook and sucker. You see, children, this is tapeworm. This is the head of the tapeworm known as scolex. Scolex, right? And scolex is having two things here. It is having, that is, hooks. Hooks are there, and the suckers are there. Can you differentiate the meaning of two? What's the function of two? Hook. You know, hook is like this pointed structure. And hook, the function of this is just, that is, attachment. It will get attached to the body of, that is, intestine, wall of intestine. The hook, they help only in attachment, while the sucker, they help in attachment as well as they will suck the, that is food from the intestine. So this is an important question again. The hooks and suckers are there, and what are the difference and different functions of these, right? This is hooks and suckers, I told you, in parasitic form only. Some of them, they absorb nutrients from the host directly through their body surface, and that's why, bacha, they are living inside my intestine, your intestine, because they are going to get ready-made food. And because of this, can you imagine, that is, what will be the fate of their digestive system? They do not need digestive system. Parasitic form, they do not need digestive system. That's why the digestive system, even this nervous system, is not at all needed. They are not developed here. Specialized cell, very important question again, very, very important one. That is, it has come in examination many times. Flame cells are there. Flame cells, you know, flame, it is like this flame. So that's why the flame cells are like this, just like flame of the candle. These are functioning for osmoregulation and excretion. Sexes are not separate, that is male and female, both are found in the same organism. Hermaphrodites these are. Is it right? Can you go to the next page now? Yes, platyhelminthes. Again, you tell me. The one point is that is flatworm. These are mostly these are endoparasite. Number two, this one is they have bilateral symmetry. Number four is triploblastic one. Number five, these are acoelomate one. Number six, they have body organization, that is organ body of organization. Hooks and suckers are found in parasitic form, and they have flame cells. Very important question. 7 point is very important one, and the eighth one is these are hermaphrodite. Is it? Come to the next now. Fertilization is internal. Development is through many larval stages. Many more larvae are there. There is no need to remember name of this, because when these are not given in NCERT, there is no need to bother for this. Different names are different, that is larvae are there. But you have to remember that development is through larva. That's why development is, what we'll call this? Development is, that is indirect one. Is it right? Some members like very important, very important question. I'll give 5 star to this point. It has come many times in examination. Some members like planaria. We have to, it should be italic form. Is it? Because this is the name of the organism. Na? Italic form, when we use to print, should be in italic one. It possesses high generation capacity. The question which is having high regeneration capacity. This is this bloody planaria. You see, if you cut into pieces, you have cut into pieces, then each piece is able to regenerate the whole body. The head, that will make the complete body. Even this piece, material piece, that will regenerate into the complete body. Very high regeneration power have in planaria. And you see, planaria, this is free living one. This is not parasite. I told you in the beginning, mostly these are parasite. These two are parasite, but this planaria, poor fellow, this is, he has to prepare, it has to take its own food at its own. This is free living. This is the parasite, tapeworm, tinea. That is, tinea is the zoological name. Tapeworm is common name. Fasciola, liver fluke. You are seeing that this is just like a leaf-like structure. This is tapeworm. That is, these are the proglottids of this. That is, sometimes the length will be much more. It may block even intestine, and this is scolex, that is get attached to the wall of intestine and will suck the food. Is it right? Can you proceed to the next now? Now, this is phylum Ascalamanthus. Ascalamanthus nematoda. You know nematoda? These are found in the root of, can you remember? In tomato and in all these worms are there. Because of this, the production of these plants is decreased very much. Nematodes in the roots and roundworm. If you cut a cross section of this, then this is roundworm. That's why in layman language known as roundworm, Ascalamanthus nematoda or roundworm, one and the same thing. Is it right? Come to the next now. Important points of this phyla. Body of the Ascalamanthus is circular. You know the meaning of circular. Cross section this is. Hence, the name is known as roundworm. Again, the same thing. Tapeworm belong to phylum Platyhelminthes. Roundworm belong to phylum Ascalamanthus. They may be free living, may be aquatic, may be terrestrial on land, may be parasitic in plants and animals. Roundworm, they have organ system, very important organ system, highest level of organization, the fourth level of organization found in this phyla, very important one. And you see, starting from this till last chordate, this organ system level of body organization is found. All right? Turn to the next now. Bilateral symmetry, that is left and right parts are there. Triploblastic, this is all the three germinal layer, and pseudocoelomate. This is again very important question. Pseudocoelomate. मैंने highlight किया इसको. This is right. You have to remember because this is very important one. Alimentary canal is complete. You know meaning of complete? I told you. Complete means if this is the animal and this is the alimentary canal, on one side it is having the mouth and on other side, yes, the opening, they are known as anus. The food will be taken by this and undigested will be thrown out. This system is known as what? Complete, that is digestive system. And it is having a muscular pharynx here. Do you remember what's the function of this muscular pharynx? So that this can take the food, can suck the food inside. Muscular pharynx. Excretion, that is removes excretory tube. They remove the body waste from the body cavity through excretory pore. Important pores are there in 𝕆𝕆𝕋𝕍𝔼. Ascaris is having excretory pore, and these excretory pore will throw the, that is excretory material outside. Right? Sexes are separate, dioecious. Male and female are, that is distinct. Often female are, that is longer than male. You have to remember, very important, children, those who have this old NCERT book, they have to be very careful. In old NCERT, the little, that is mistake was there, that is male was, that was written as male, that was written as female. Now it has been corrected. The male is smaller, the female is larger in size. The male ascaris, the tail is curved and it is having the copulatory organ here present in male. So this one is male, female. That's why this is dioecious one. Male and female are separate. Is it right? Come to this. That is, fertilization is internal and they have very high degree of reproduction. Development may be direct, that is young ones resemble to the adult, or it may be indirect. Some important example, ascaris, found in our intestine, also known as roundworm. Wuchereria, my God, this is very, very harmful one, very dangerous one, also known as filaria worm. And when this is inside the body, that what happens? It will get accumulated in our lymph, and you see that when the Wuchereria is there, you can see here, what is this? The foot has become just like elephant. This is known as elephantitis disease. Can you remember it? Yes, this is because of filaria worm. The name is Wuchereria. And the last one is, that is Encyclostoma hookworm. You see, with the stool sometimes very small, tiny, that is white colored, that is worms used to come out, especially in children. That is, these are known as hookworm. So example of 𝕆𝕆𝕋𝕍𝔼 are Ascaris, Wuchereria, and that is Encyclostoma. Is it? Can I recall the things now again? 𝕆𝕆𝕋𝕍𝔼, come on, known as, point number one, very important for examination point of view. This is roundworm, also known as nematode. The body is circular. Point number two, that is free living, all these things I told you, and they have organ system of body organization. Point number two, very important one. Bilateral symmetry is there, is it? They have muscular pharynx, complete digestive system is there. Excretion is through excretory pore. Sexes are separate, dioecious, male, female. Fertilization is internal, and the reproduction system is highly developed. Example is, come on, ascaris, that is Wuchereria, and this is Encyclostoma, that is hookworm. These are the diagrams, male and female ascaris. This is filaria worm, that is Wuchereria, and Wuchereria causes disease, that's elephantitis, and this is hookworm. Is it right? Okay, we'll proceed to the next now. That is Annelida. You all are acquainted, must be acquainted with this. If you love nature and you have been in rain, that is, have you seen, if you have taken rain bath, then in rainy season you all have seen the earthworm. Have you seen the earthworm? Yes, say yes or no. Have you catch the earthworm? What type? This slippery body is that earthworm that belongs to what? Annelids. This is earthworm. Are you familiar with leech also? That bloodsucker. If you go to the forest, deeper forest, moist forest, then sometimes the leech will get attached to your body and start sucking off your blood. That is also belonging to the same, that is phylum, earthworm and leech. So this is the phylum of earthworm and leech, right? Annelids, why known as annelids? Why called? You see this point first. That is the body. If you see the body of earthworm, that these are the ring-like structure like this, and this segmentation is present outside as well as if you see inside the body, then segmentation is present inside the body also. If there are 100 segments outside, then exactly 100 segments will be inside. So these are ring-like structure. Rings are also known as annulus because the rings are there in body, therefore known as annelida. The body surface is distinctly marked out into segments or metameres. Metameres means external as well as internal segmentation is there. The annelids, Latin annulus means ring, little rings are there. Can you remember it? Why annelids? Because the body is made up of little rings. Is it right? Come to the next. They may be aquatic, marine or freshwater. Definitely they love moisture. Even if they are on terrestrial, on land these are, then they love moisture. You know that earthworm used to come in rainy water, rainy season, because in rainy season everywhere the soil is moist. Is it right? And they may be free living, and a few forms are parasitic also. Ectoparasite, this bloody leakage ectoparasite will get attached to our body and start sucking off our blood. They exhibit organ system of organization, bilateral symmetry. We can cut the body into two halves, that is left and that one is right. Triploblastic, important one is metamerically segmentation body, and coelom is present. Coelom, that is coelom is present. This is the phylum in which coelom, two coelom is there. That segments I told you this point already, and they possess longitudinal and circular muscle. Earthworm used to go like this. Sometimes the body will be withdrawn, then again like this, like this, like this. Is it go? How does it move? Because the body is having longitudinal as well as circular muscles, and these muscles they help in locomotion. Is it right? Now, very interesting point we have here, that an example of aquatic annelid is nereis. Nereis. Some person used to call it in Hindi kan khazura. Have you seen nereis? This is aquatic annelid. It has lateral appendage, very interesting point and important for examination point of view. If I'm going to make this the body of nereis, for example, then each segment is having this lateral appendage like this, lateral appendage. And these lateral appendages are known as parapodia. These are parapodia. And you see here, children, this parapodia, they help in swimming, that is movement. And one more function, that they help in respiration also. You see, they help in respiration also. Water will come in contact and the oxygen dissolved in water will be taken by these. Can you remember it? Parapodia, two functions. The one function is, yes, movement. The other function is, that is respiration. Again, important question. It helps in swimming, that is movement. And in nereis or in annelids, we have closed circulatory system. Closed circulatory system means it will have capillary. Closed means capillary. Closed vascular system or blood circulatory system is found. Is it right? Now, nephridia, for the first time, single is nephridium. It helps in osmoregulation and that is excretion. If you have done dissection in practical also, that is that in nephridia, these are found in pharynx region, these are found attached to segmental, that is septa, that is nephridia. These are the structure which are having a mouth, and these are tubular structure, and they will throw their excreta either in intestine or outside the body. Pharyngeal nephridia, septal nephridia. You must have prepared the slide of these in practicals, right? Nervous system, it consists of paired ganglia, nervous system. This is the nerve ring also. Have you, that is dissected nerve ring? Very, that is classical example in practical. These are the nerve ring. These are on dorsal side. And here, this is the body of this. That is, it surrounds the, that is alimentary canal. So it consists of paired dorsal ganglia connected by lateral nerve. These are the lateral nerve, and this is the ganglia which is present on ventral side. Double ventral cord we have. This is double ventral nerve cord. Remember, double ventral nerve cord. Nereis in aquatic form is dioecious. Remember, it is dioecious. Male and female are separate. In case of Nereis, important question. Remember, Nereis is aquatic form which is dioecious. But what's about this our dear earthworm which is known as friend of farmers? Friend of farmer. This is earthworm. Is it? Friend of farmers. You see, it's very classical example. This Nereis, the male and female are separate dioecious, but they are from the same organism is having, that is male organ as well as female organ. That's why this one is monoecious one. Monoecious. The same thing we have in case of leech. Leech may be, that is testis is there and the ovary are there. These are hermaphrodite. How to remember? That is, we have to call that these are hermaphrodite. Some interesting example. Nereis, I told you, this is found in water. Phyretima, that is, this is earthworm phyretima, and this is 𝕆𝕋𝔍𝕆, that is leech. Do you remember one interesting point with leech? That is, leech is having salivary gland. It secretes saliva, and saliva, what's the function of saliva? When it will get attached to the body of any, that is animal, saliva will prevent blood coagulation. If the blood will coagulate, how it will suck? That's why this saliva, it is having an enzyme which prevents sucking of blood, which prevent, that is, coagulation of blood, and it will, Amaje say, that is, it will suck the blood. That is, blood will be sucked by this 𝕆𝕋𝔍𝕆. Is it right? So example is Nereis, phyretima, and that is blood sucking leech, the name 𝕆𝕋𝔍𝕆. Right? So children, that was about this. We have to go for a quick recap. See that is this last, that is phylum of this part, Annelida. Why Annelida? Can you remember? That is, annular rings are there, annulus are there, body is made up of rings. That is, they may be aquatic, marine or freshwater, but they love moisture. And one of the typical example I told you, earthworm and that is leech. Both of these are hermaphrodite. You have seen just now hermaphrodite these are. Body is, that is bilateral symmetry, organ level of organization is there. Triploblastic metamerical segmentation means outside as well as inside the segmentation number is same, segments number is same. Okay, then they have longitudinal circulomasis. Nereis, will you remember again? This is aquatic annelid. The parapodia, very important question related to Nereis, that it helps in movement as well as it helps in respiration. Closed circulatory system is present in annelids. If you have dissected earthworm, then you have seen that is blood vessels, different type of blood vessels, even number of hearts are there. This is surprising. That is in earthworm, you see, this earth. How many hearts you have, children? Yes, only one. But you see, this, my dear earthworm, it is having 4 hearts. And the hearts, that is important one. These are related to blood capillaries and blood vessels. Nephradia, that is organ of excretion and osmoregulation. Well-developed nervous system is there. I told you that is the 2 dorsal ganglia are there, 1 ventral ganglia are there, lateral nerves are there, and that this double. And you see in each segment, that is there is septal ganglia also. This is ventral nerve cord. The well-developed nervous system is there. Nereis is dioecious, and these two are, that is hermaphrodite. Is it right? Okay, this is Annelida. Oh my God, again it has come. This you have to remember. This is elephantitis. That is in lymph vessels. That is this Wuchereria worm has entered inside. This is present in our intestine, and these are the male and female ascaris. These are also endoparasite. This is endoparasite. This is also endoparasite, and this one is also endoparasite. You see, that is animal of this. These are parasitic forms, not only in plants, in case of animals also nematodes. I told you example of that is tomato and so many other plants. the root of these plants are affected by nematodes, right? And this is earthworm, again parasite. Hooks and suckers are there, liver fluke, and this is planaria. Can you remember planaria? Very good. That is power of regeneration is there in planaria. Okay, and this is the first part of chapter 3. That is platyhelminthes, flatworm. I just recall why flatworm, endoparasite mostly, but some examples are which are free living also, bilateral symmetry, that is organ level of organization, and that is they absorb nutrition. Because of that, the digestive system in such endoparasite is least developed. Flames as they are responsible for osmoregulation. Okay, this is part 3rd, Animal Kingdom, Chapter 4, Unit 1 of your 11th standard, that is Diversity in Living World. Thank you.